Hello everybody and welcome back to Halo 2. We've rejoined Chief on board High Charity. The Flood's moved in. The Elites have moved out. Well, the Covenant's leaving. Of course, it's not their problem anymore. Certainly this problem, however.
It's a Forerunner ship, and Truth is heading straight for it. If he leaves the
Of
Covenant
course
fleet
it
to
is.
Earth, they won't stand a chance. You have to stop him.
That brute has the Index. And Miranda and Johnson. He can activate the ring.
If he does, I'll detonate in Emberclad's reactor just like we did the Autumns. The blast will destroy this city and the ring. Not a very original plan, but we know it'll work. No, I don't want to chance a remote detonation. I need to stay here.
Damn it. Oh, let's have a Flood aren't great flies in general. But that does mean I can get some solid shot gear. Hopefully a shotgun. Thank you. Ask and ye shall receive. Great, so basically the Gravemind sent me and the Arbiter here to distract us from preventing them taking Amberclad. I'm going to ask this, how the hell did the Flood even get on board in Amberclad? That's just like a serious question. I don't think it's ever even touched upon in the novels. And yes, there are novels, they're actually pretty well written. But how on earth did the Flood get on board in Amberclad? There's no, like, no one let them on, there's no, like, oh, that's a shotgun. Oh, will you stop that? Not giving me a lot of shotgun ammunition here. That is a serious question. How did they get on board? I mean, Amberclad didn't get that close to the ring to be at risk of infection, surely. Right. Purple door means go. Just hit the frag grenades for a minute. They are pretty much useless against Flood. But everything else, they do have an advantage on it. You appear to have run out of brutes, sir. I'm running out of patience. Why is it the ones with shields are the ones that have got the bloody energy swords? It's almost like the Flood's perfect. Yeah, can't do English this morning. It's almost like the Flood's perfect. It's almost like the Flood is purposely trying to stop me. Oh great, we're fighting Flood in the dark, are we? This is gonna end so well. It's gonna be a lot of screaming, a lot of swearing, a lot of firing. It's all like an American Thanksgiving, really.
Disable this lift once you reach the top. That'll slow them down. I hope.
Well, can you deactivate it when I'm actually through, Cortana? Oh boy.
Shall we let the Flood consume our holy city? Turn our charity to another of their wretched hive. No enemy has ever withstood our might. The Flood too shall fail.
Oh, that's a neat trick.
I'll do what I can to slow the launch sequence. Something inside this ship. Presence. Fighting back.
Great, I'm fighting these flyers and there's no sodding cover anywhere, is there? Right, it's them dealt with. Or not. Seems this is the only cover I get. Great. Bloody bugs dealt with, now on to the next thing. Whee. So deal with the corpses. Always deal with the corpses. Okay, who's shooting at me? Because I know I'm going to have to deal with you when I come back this way. Yeah, you better run. Ugh. And I'm out of grenades, so I can't deal with these bloody bodies when I release inevitably more infection forms. Something I like, they are so sensitive to explosions, they will actually damage themselves. So it's not just a case of you're going to end up with a swarm of the buggers, it's just... like, if you detonate enough of them off, you're going to deal with all of them quite effectively. Hello, Mr. Berserker. Also quite glad the brutes don't tend to get infected until... good job you weren't carrying a shotgun, until Halo 3 with flood organisms. So they don't have a combat form yet, which means all those bodies I can leave because they're not going to turn. Fortunately, I can't do anything about the bodies that are already down that are elites. Oh, hello. Where have you... you still got that shotgun? No, you dropped it. Hopefully somewhere I can retrieve it. Oh, hello. Nope. Nope. That'll do. See what I mean? All those combat... all those carrier forms detonated and took out a load of the combat forms that these infection forms probably would have tried to use. Ooh.
Parasite did not defeat the Forerunner, and it shall not defeat us.
Creature, your death instantaneous, while we shall suffer the progress of infinitude.
But it's when you find out where the flood come from, and it's just... basically, before the Forerunners, there was a race called the Precursors. The Precursors decided to hand off... damn it, why won't this bloody Berserking one go down? There we go. The Precursors were pretty much in charge of the galaxy, and the case of, if you don't agree with us, we'll just wipe you out sort of principle. And the Precursors were on about exploring to other galaxies beyond the Milky Way and ruling them, like the ancients in Star Trek. Stargate. Oh, I know a lot of people going out with me for that comment. Like the ancients in Stargate. Their plan was go to other galaxies and rule them and spread their empire and bring peace to everything. And basically, when they were on about leaving the Milky Way and only leaving a small force behind and giving their empire to one of the two races that supported them, two technologically advanced races that they felt, that's a rocket launcher, you need to die. There were two races, the... mainly talking here so I don't just blurt out random stuff whilst I'm trying to kill this lot. There were two races. Humans, yes that's right. Basically, Halo delves into the theory as to why humans are so advanced for being such a small amount of time on the planet Earth, relatively. And then it follows a theory that basically we are actually not natives to this planet, even though we share DNA with everything on this planet. We share common base codes, amino acids. Ugh, Gravemine's been getting busy. That's what the Halo theory, it's why humans existed at the same time as the Forerunners. And I don't like you being near that sword. Basically, when the precursors, which are basically these giant crab-like creatures, a bit Lovecraftian basically, I think that's also hinted at in the books that deal with them. It's like the reason Lovecraft comes up with these monsters is he's remembering some sort of genetic memory about the precursors. Anyway, the precursors hand over the mantle of responsibility that the Forerunners are always going on about. And they hand it over to... hopefully nothing's going to drop on me here. They hand it over to the humans because they believe the humans are more suited to ruling the galaxy, they're more durable, and they're a little bit less egocentric than the Forerunners are. The Forerunners don't like that, so what do? Do they discuss and say, excuse me, can we not rule together with the humans? Oh no, they don't do that. The Forerunners decide, when they find out about who the precursors are going to handle the mantle of responsibility over to murder all the precursors, wipe them all out before they can tell the humans, hey, you're getting the mantle of responsibility, that means you're going to have access to all our technology, and you're going to be in charge of the galaxy whilst we go on to other areas.
It is but one last hurdle before the journey and salvation.
Ow. Still waiting for one else to leave me with a shotgun and kill me. So anyway, the Forerunners wipe out the precursors. The precursors have one little trick up their sleeve, however, something they never planned to use but they still designed. What is this? Well, when the precursors were dying during the war, they were turning to dust, and the Forerunners thought they were turning to dust because basically their bodies had so much energy in them that when they died, the body lost control of all of that energy and vaporized itself. Wasn't the case. The last thing the Forerunners had, their last resort, if they were ever killed, was actually for their bodies to disintegrate. That was planned. And the Forerunners did notice this when some bodies actually didn't disintegrate, some bodies stayed there and they rotted. The Forerunners didn't realise that the precursors were disintegrating themselves into little biological nanomachines that were leaving the planet and were attempting to...
Brood and the lead ships are engaging one another all around High Charity.
Yes, I think by now, Cortana, we should realise there's civil war going on.
Stall the launch sequence much longer. The next lift will take you up to the conduit. Hurry!
Anyway, basically, Forerunners didn't realise what was going on, and the precursors became the Flood. Something went wrong. It was a last solution. They never expected to be able to use it, and no one had dared to kill a precursor before this war about the mantle of responsibility. So the precursor nanomachines went wrong and reconstituted them into the first Flood. The Gravemind is actually
Repurposing Forerunner technology, but
a
this-
precursor Flood.
they've been using the Forerunner ship's engines as an energy
The precursors were actually they were huge creatures.
launching as it is disengaging.
Like compared to a man, they were absolutely monstrous in their size.
That's all that matters.
Alright, Cortana, I'm just dealing with some issues here. I'm trying to explain the law of Halo.
Moment we shall all become as gods.
I didn't really There's a very big theme of, like, you reap what you sow going on.
I've got to handle the index. Go!
So the Flood reconstituted out of the precursors. And the precursors were... They became the Flood. And the precursors, because they knew that they were handing over the mantle of responsibility to the humans, well, the initially reconstituted Flood went into human space, and the humans, panicking, knowing full well something had gone wrong because the precursors were gone, and all of a sudden this, as far as they knew, extragalactic parasite was here. The humans actually originally thought the Flood was a weapon from a advanced species beyond the galaxy that knew the precursors were coming. Basically, it was a first strike. That's what they believed. It was a first strike to deal with the precursors.
They've been using the Forerunner ship's engines as an energy source for the city. The ship isn't so much launching as it is disengaging, uncoupling itself from High Charity's power grid. Stopping Truth, that's all that matters.
Now is the time of
Wait a minute, but that ship's a power source for the city. How are you going to blow the reactor? Wouldn't that be its reactor? Unless, I mean, I imagine High Charity would have backup generators.
I've got to handle the index. Go!
Alright, Cortana, there's just a few people I've got to get through first.
Now is the time of our unfolding. One moment we shall all become.
Forget about the Flood. You've got to get aboard.
Yeah. Basically, Ow! What the hell? Basically, the humans thought that the Flood was a biological first strike weapon sent by some sort of extragalactic organism. They were unprepared to deal with it, and all of a sudden,
As an energy source for the city.
they were getting assimilated. So they thought the precursors would want them to wipe it out. Meant any planet with any Flood material on it, they glassed, much like the Covenant
Now is
glass
the time of our unworlding.
our worlds during the Halo Covenant War.
You know the plan. You've got to stop Truth. I've got to handle the index. Go!
Alright, Cortana, there's just a few things I've got to deal with and fight my way through. That great big cluster of Flood. So, unfortunately, that meant the humans accidentally, purposely wiped out
I
several
can't go with you.
Forerunner worlds. Meaning that the Forerunners went to war with humanity, never found out why the humans were wiping them out. They thought they'd found out about the mantle of responsibility and were trying to claim it off the Forerunners. Nice flip and nice landing. And never knew. And then the Forerunners found out about the Flood. We got Halo, and this happened. The reason we're called Reclaimers is because all of the Forerunners' constructs were updated about the fact that we were supposed to be in charge of the mantle of responsibility, and when the Forerunners wiped themselves out with Halo, basically we were dubbed to be the next species to take charge. But this has been Halo 2, thank you so much for joining me. Next mission will be The Great Journey. I've been procrastinating gaming please hit that subscription button to stay in touch with the channel, and ring that bell to be notified whenever I upload, and I will see you next time.